As a girl in Delaware, I experienced it on the bus. One day I was riding the bus, and I sat down next to, at that time, we weren't forced to go to the back of the bus, but we knew that white people did not want us to sit next to them per se. So I got on the bus. There were no more seats, and I sat next to this white woman. And she turned around and said to me, I'll never forget, "Did you have to sit next to me? Couldn't you find someplace else to sit?" And that was very hurting. And I just sat there. I didn't say a word and kept my mouth closed. Because my mother had taught me never to get too out of place because something might happen to you. So you didn't talk back, quote. You just sort of sucked it in and swallowed it.
Having had that event happen to you, what type of later effect did that have on your life?
I felt that, why is it that someone wouldn't want to sit next to you? And here we go, using that phrase we often use, because of the color of your skin. And that's the way I looked at it then. I said, just because my color is dark and the color, and they say, at that time they didn't say black, they said colored. Just because I'm a colored, why would someone not want me to sit next to them? Because that's all they would know about me and see would be the color of my skin. And they didn't know anything else about me. So I was always puzzled about that. That they wouldn't give you a chance to get to know them, or they wouldn't give you a chance for us to know, for them to know us and for us to know them. Another incident I'd like to bring out. When I was a little girl, there were a few white families in this same wonderful block that we had, and I played with the white little girls. But when they became of age, they could no longer play with us because we were black children, and they were no longer allowed to play with us in the same block where we were all like one big family. Eventually, of course, they moved out and it became an all-black block.
These different negative events that happened to you, can you tell me the lessons that you pulled from them and instilled in your children?
The lesson I learned was, because my skin was colored, as they said in those days, as we say now, because my skin is black, it's not going to hold me back. I am going to go forward. I am going to prove to myself first, and then to others around me, that I am just as good and competent as they are. And I think that was one of the reasons why I worked so hard in my career.